Awesome. Okay.
Well, good morning to the people. Good morning, everybody. We are on for Monday morning. October the 28th is today. We're looking for the last week of the month, right? We're getting up and running. November the 1st is this coming Friday, puts us into, we are positively and squarely into the winters. Is it winter yet or is it still fall? Is this called winter? When does winter actually start? December sometime, doesn't it? Jamie,
I'm
do
gonna
you know that?
claim this is fall.
I'm thinking fall, but when does fall actually end?
I hope never this year, but I really do. I
Yeah, because
really
y'all
do.
gonna have a cold winter up there. We probably gonna have a cool one down here too.
Man,
Okay, so yeah, that's what we got going this morning. Oh, here we go. Buen dia. Buen dia, Jan- I hear your is that your system making noise, Jamie, or was that mine?
I'm assuming yours.
I doubt it. I've just got some stuff that was on from last night's phone call, but let's
What type of
see.
noise are you hearing? I don't.
I hear
Let,
the bling.
oh
That
no, I'm
wasn't you.
assuming that's your end.
You said nope, that wasn't you. Nope, that ain't me. That ain't me. Okay. So here we go. 12/21 is winter. Okay, I thought it was in December sometime, but I somehow felt like winter started earlier than that. But I guess fall goes into then, and then winter goes until what? January, not January, probably February, March. That seems a little late for winter to start. Anyway, not relevant, I don't guess. Y'all know I'll get down the rabbit holes and, all that good stuff. So anyway, it's Monday. Bright day. It's 70 degrees here in Jacksonville, Florida. My students are getting ready for their next exam, so they're that in itself is their its own set of issues and fun stuff because they're having a test this week. And oh, the test is going to be on Friday, the day after Halloween, for these college students. And I already sent them an email that said, I will not accept any excuses as to why you cannot make it to the test on Friday. I won't take any excuses, like not a one, not one excuse, not one will work. They'll have excuses. They'll hang out for the Halloween stuff and then have excuses on Friday why they didn't make it, how they didn't study and get ready for the test. I'm not hearing it. Not at all. All righty. Jamie, you want to go ahead and get started?
They should at least get some props for trick or treating.
Well, they can get props. They just can't get an excuse for my test.
Mm, okay.
Mm-mm. We ain't here for that. Good morning, Ward. We're not here for trick or treating and Halloween, even though, college life is where we do all the fun stuff. But
All
better
righty.
have yourself somewhere acting like you dressed up like a student.
I think they should get extra credit if they come to class dressed as a math problem for Halloween.
Oh, that's a good idea. Dressed as a math problem.
Hmm.
Ah,
Somehow, it's either got to be
be
written
creative.
on their clothes and come dressed up as paper with stuff on it. Something.
Yeah, they gotta be creative. That's gonna require some creativity.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna
Right.
require some creativity.
Buenos
Alrighty.
dias, everybody. Good
Buenos
morning.
dias. Good morning.
The European market is all up right now. They inched higher as trading week begins, but Phillips shares tumble 17%. All of our indexes are currently up. The VIX is down 5.21%. Is what is happening. Asia is all up. The Nikkei 225 climbs, but the yen drops amid political uncertainty as their ruling coalition loses majority. So they got their own issues jumping off over there as well. For our pre-market, which is past that point, but the Dow futures up 0.78%, S&P futures up 0.45%, and the NAS futures up 0.35%. Let's take a look at the earnings for today. It's a lot going on. The ones that stand out the most, though, I would say, for before the open was Phillips was the main one that I was looking at. Some of these other ones, I won't lie, I have never even heard of some of these. But the banks are still doing some reporting. I believe it was last Friday where we saw like a higher concentration of banks, and I believe early parts of last week as well. So you still have some banks doing their earnings. After close today is Ford, which of course, if you're paying any attention to GM, then you know Ford might be something you want to look at as well. If you're keeping an eye on that space, waste management is something that I know a lot of us probably trade and pay attention to. So they are also reporting after close on today. Um, what else? Why does this? I didn't touch that. We got Tuesday before open.
I did.
So far. PayPal is also reporting. McDonald is reporting as well. We're gonna see how these. Well, actually, technically, you won't see how them onions affected they money until the next reporting. But
Yeah,
and then
not this quick.
Pfizer is also in there. There's been a lot of talk about JetBlue recently. I believe it was either JetBlue or Spirit. I thought JetBlue and Spirit Airlines were supposed to be doing something together. I could be wrong, but I remember something going on with those two. AMD, in terms of tech space, they are reporting after close on Tuesday. And then, of course, Alphabet, aka Google. There's a lot of people who are watching to see what's going to happen with Visa as well on Tuesday. So those are the ones coming up for this week that we might want to be paying attention to, especially in the morning. Lilly on Wednesday morning, Caterpillar as well. Wednesday morning, I actually have Lilly on my. Actually, both of those two are on my watch list. After close Wednesday is Microsoft and Meta, who I know a bunch of us trade. Coinbase is on my watch list, so I'll be checking those out. I can't even believe Roku is still in business, but that's just me personally. Um, Starbucks is also reporting on Wednesday as well. So for those of you who need to feel caffeinated in the morning, you might want to be paying attention to that. Uber is on Thursday before open. Uber. And I know some of us have traded Estee Lauder, so we probably want to pay attention to EL. MasterCard is also on Thursday, who of course is a competitor to Visa. So, and since they are in the financial space, XLF might be something you want to pay attention to for this week, since we still have banks reporting. We got MasterCard and Visa reporting. Probably want to pay attention to XLF. Kellanova is Kellogg, that Tony the Tiger, you understand? And so Kellanova is in, I believe they're considered consumer
Those are the
staples.
best Frosted Flakes.
Listen, Raisin Bran Crunch is what I eat.
No, no.
Well, I don't care. My taste buds are so happy with it. Raisin Bran,
It's Raisin
Raisin
Bran. Does it taste like that tastes like Frosted Flakes? Or with a little bit of Raisin Bran flavor? What?
for me, it's basically Kellogg's Corn Flakes with raisins. That's
Okay,
how.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes
That's
with Bran.
what.
Okay, okay.
But
That might not be
it's
too
the
bad.
Raisin Bran Crunch, not the regular Raisin Bran.
Right, those are nasty.
I like the crunch. I don't like the regular Raisin Bran.
So what do you do for milk? Do you do regular milk?
I eat 2% milk.
Oh, you do 2%. My body doesn't like milk very much. So I'd have to change the milk.
Yeah, I do 2% milk. But I have no
2%
complaints
sound
on whatever milk I have used with it. Uh,
whatever milk. No, no, no.
yeah,
That 1% or that what's it, fat-free milk? That's just like water. It's like white
I
water.
don't. Yeah, I'm not doing that. 2% is the lowest that I'm going. I'm anything below that, I might as well just go to a sink and just put water in.
Right. That's my thing. You can get like a
It makes
colored thing of
no
water.
difference.
I think I might try the almond milk. I don't eat a lot of cereal. So almond milk, I've seen cashew milk. Y'all in the comments talk about what milk you like best.
Yeah.
Um Almond milk, what's another milk? There's another one there, like oat milk. That don't sound like that's gonna be delicious.
Yeah, I don't mess around with all that other stuff.
No.
I'm very, very careful. Just because if it's nasty, I'm gonna be mad that I spent my money on it.
And you know what's
So
interesting? Like almond milk, you can't buy it in small quantity. You got to buy the big
exactly,
container. Like I don't want that much. I just want a
exactly,
little bit.
exactly. If I could
Yeah.
buy it in smaller quantities, I probably would, try it.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why I stopped messing with that almond breeze. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't like that I had to buy so much of it at once.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah,
agree with that. I like the almond breeze as well, but I don't drink regular milk enough to make almond breeze, like to really use that container before it's gonna go bad. So
yeah. So we got
okay, continue.
Thursday, Amazon, AMZN, Intel is reporting after close on Thursday. And then we got Friday is Chevron, Exxon Mobil. Those are the main two. So we back here with this oil. Air Canada is also reporting. So of course, um, their competitors, JetBlue, reported will have reported earlier in the week, on Tuesday. So obviously there's biotechnology, there's all kind of stuff reporting, but those are the main ones that stood out for me. We're looking at the earnings from
Hmm.
E-Whispers for Forest Factory for today. There was nothing that was reported on their list, nothing that was being highlighted. Today's the 28th. Yeah, it is the 28th. But we all know the deal. Investing.com gonna have something. Okay, they're gonna report something. They're gonna see like prayer and supplication for this morning. Something is gonna be on their list. I don't know if I've ever seen it just empty with nothing there. So the 1 star Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index for October at 11:30. This starts the auctions is 2-year note auction at 11:30. That's 2 stars. 3-month bill auction is 1 star. 6-month bill auction is a 1 star. And then at 1 o'clock, the 5-year note auction, which is 2 stars. So as far as they're concerned, we have two 2 star events at 11:30, one at 1 o'clock. And that's all that we have for investing.com today and for our Forest Factory calendar. So not a lot of activity as far as they reported, but that doesn't mean that nothing is happening, if that makes sense. Because there's always something happening. It's just a matter of whether or not it shows up in the charts while we're in the charts. You want to do Mancini now?
Yep.
Okay.
Janae was asking about, and I just typed the answer, but Janae was asking about the Peakbot. So Peakbot has a couple of sides. I always share with you all that list of trades, the trend spread trades, and the zero DTE. Like when I show you all the not zero, sorry, the one DTE. When I show y'all that alerts list, that alerts list is a $5, and I'm looking to get over there. It's a $5 a week for the alerts. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about so you can see that there's a difference between the two. All right. Then I will go to Mancini and on from there. Come on. I need it to allow me. I guess as soon as I pick the share the screen, I then go away from it. And that's why it's having trouble because I'm not staying in one place long enough. Okay, come, 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 come. Show me that I'm on the right screen. Come on. I think that's screen 3. Let's see, it may be screen 2. Anyway, there are 2 sets, right? So there's Peakbot. If you're a Peakbot person and using their automated trading platform, then you are going to be able to see their watch list. So when you ask about the watch list, Janae, you're going to be able to see their watch list if you just go to usepeakbot.com and you're paying for that. But if you want to see the alerts that I always bring up for us, this right here, if you're looking for this, then this is $5 a week, and you go to alerts.usepeakbot.com, and it's $5 a week. This gives you alerts.usepeakbot.com. This gives you the trend spreads, which you can go here and select. There was a place to select, so you can see, maybe it's here. Here it is. If you want to view the full watch list with these trend spreads, you can do that. And and then you also get the iron condors list all day. Again, this populates every 5 minutes or refreshes if you refresh it every 5 minutes, right? These are the alerts, $5 a week. But if you just want to see their watch list, you want to be able to see the watch list inside of Peakbot. That is where you go to use peakbot.com/E2T. And that's for when you're looking at the automated thing. So I wasn't clear on which one of those questions you were asking, because you mentioned the watch list in your question. Your question said, Peakbot watch list, do you pay for 3 separate or is it all in one? If you want to do the automated, then you pay for the automated piece, and that allows you all those automated bots. It allows you the um, it allows you the trend spread bot. It allows you the 1DTE bot, and it has a cash secure put or the wheel bot. This is where you're at usebot.com. That allows you all of those bots. And then when you register, you see the watch list that is here for the week. This is where I get our information for our list. I get it from this watch list after you've signed in. But I also look at those alerts, which is what I bring up for you all when we're talking about it on these morning calls. The alerts.usepeakbot.com. This is the one that is $5 a week. All right. I hope I answered the question. Answered la pregunta. Okay, let's go to here. Do you get everything or just the iron condor portion? You get everything for the $5. You get everything. That $5 shows you that whole alerts page. The yen is falling. Is that true? If so, people be cautious. We remember 8.5. She was saying something to you, Jamie, about the yen is falling. Okay, I believe here's Adam's numbers. That's about as quick as it gets for a Monday before open. SPX 58.26 was support today, and it posted with 58.43 as a first target. We dipped to 58.26 exactly, held and rallied to 58.43. You should lock in your profits, let runners go, and wrap it up. 58.53, 58.70 if ES wants more. And I left that on purpose. I left that as ES on purpose. 58.26. If 58.26 fails, then we sell down some more. Looks like we're at 558 and some one something. Looks like a one is the next number. Let me go look at SPX. SPX is at 58, no, 32. Oh, I guess I should remember that SPY and SPX aren't really like a 10% flat out. It's really more SPX and XSP. But it looks like we're at 58.32. Looks like it's dancing around there now. Okay. The difference is about 40 points. XSP 587 on the call credit spread side and 582 on the put credit spread side. Okay. Yeah, Janae, if you want to look at those alerts, you can go to alerts.usepeakbot.com. $5 a week will get you access to the trend spreads and those 1DTE numbers. Okay. That gives you access to all of that. All righty. Jamie, you ready to swing back? Or you want me to
Sure.
continue?
Um, I haven't. I mean, you can continue. I haven't done the SPX and all that other stuff. So if you want to do that, that's fine.
I
That's all I
wasn't.
had
No.
left.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
It's back to you.
Okay. Alrighty then. This is SPX. It gapped up this morning. That is what this pink block represents. The gap up right here. These lines, the first 15 minutes for this particular candle. So we're waiting to see if a breakout is going to happen. And then these red dashes, these are the Mancini numbers. 58.26 right here, 58.53 right here. So right now we are sitting in between those numbers. Over here, there is a we would call that a seller zone that's sitting right over here. Which makes sense, is right above where the high is for this candle. So it definitely got a reaction over here on this side. And then I would consider this over here a chair formation right there. And this is on the 15-minute chart. I would consider this a chair formation, leg in, two in the base, leg out. So I'll be watching to see what happens in this area. Definitely if it decides to try and push through that gap. But the bottom of this gap is about 58.07, 58.08 to 58.31. So it's about 23 points. And this is what happened on the last SPX day. It also gapped up, had a nice strong candle or two, and turned around. And when it dropped below. It ended up dropping below where it opened, but it did fill its gap on its way down. So that is what is going on for right now as it relates to SPX. I know some of us also look at the SPY chart. So let's go SPY fishing. See what the chart looks like. So we can take this out. SPY has been getting pushed out of a seller zone up here. All right, that's what this is a seller zone, leg in, two in the base, leg out. So this seller zone has some nice reactions to whatever the sellers got going on, which is another way of saying there is a party going on and the buyers are clearly not invited. This is a buyer's formation, leg in, base, leg out. So I would consider this current candle to be sandwiched in between a buyer zone and a seller zone. This is the way that looks to me. So there's buyers down here waiting. There's sellers up here waiting. So, and this formation looks like it could be trying to do a double top or a triple top, because this is the pole. This would be the pole running up, and you notice that your highs dropped down and then started going back up. Your lows dropped down and started going back up. And to me, that's what this looks like. And the double top and the triple top, of course, look identical. I'm sorry, I'm saying top, but I mean, yeah, double top and triple top. Yeah, these two. So that's what this looks like it's forming on the SPY chart. So this is what I will be looking at to see if this goes up and comes down. And when it gets right here, if it turns around again, that might be the triple top. And then I'll be expecting it to break at 574 range at some point. Right? No predictions, but just saying if that is truly a double top or a triple top, that's what I'll be watching for that. Being 10:15, can at least get a peek and see what the potential is. A lot of people will do 0 DTE on SPY. So if this is a one spread, 579, 578. Wrong button. So right now, 11 cents on $100 collateral. So $11 on $100 collateral. That's about 10% return on collateral. With the way this is bouncing around, it looks like it's trying to be bearish, but the buyers are kind of stepping in. So that's one that I would watch. I wouldn't necessarily get in right now, but I would definitely check to see what the out the money or the 80% area out the money is. This is 16 cents on $100 collateral. So if this was Iron Condor possibility, that's 26% return on collateral for both. Not a bad idea. But I'll definitely be watching it for right now. So that's SPX by Russell. Also, probably has not broken out of its 15-minute. Ooh, I'm wrong. Broken way out. Far out. We're going to go here. We'll put the gap in right here. So this also gapped up, of course, just like SPX did. And I got a feeling this is about to do a turnaround at some point. But I'm going to map this way. So we got the top and the bottom of this first candle.
What do you think made RUT jump and run like that?
I'm not sure if it's something specific, but since I mean it seems to move and do whatever SPX is doing anyway. So once I saw that SPX was had gapped up, I figured what probably would. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't think it would, be that much of a jump. But yeah, whatever XPX does, it has a tendency to do when SPX does it with enough force, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Which, at first I understood that, that these were two different indexes, but I was always trying to figure out why that happened. And then it kind of dawned on me, like, the more lean the index is, that's when you're going to see the different movement. Like there's
It's gonna be
2,000 shots in
stronger. Yeah.
Russell. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
S&P 500 got 50, 500, but then like the
Mm-hmm.
NASDAQ 100 is going to move a little bit differently. Probably,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be more lean than the S&P 500, if you
Mm-hmm.
will. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I'm seeing right now for these. This is a nice strong candle. And since we're on the 15-minute chart, we might as well look and see what the moving averages are saying. And as of right now, the moving averages, the majority of the moving averages are support, and the only resistance moving average is the 200. Any thoughts on that on the 15-minute chart, Alyssa? Are there any conclusions to draw to that?
Not yet. If it's
Okay.
bouncing up against that trend line, I definitely would watch. That's a moving average it's running into. Yeah.
This red one, 200 moving
Which one is
average.
that one? Oh yeah, that's gonna turn it around.
200.
Period. The
And it
200
just
gonna turn it
passed
around.
its previous high.
Yeah. The
15
200 is
minutes.
gonna turn it around.
All
It's
right.
gonna say, "Oh, not up in here, player."
That's what the mathematician said.
Hmm.
All right. So those are the main three that we got. Is there anything else you need to look at in terms of the chart? The chart. That's you. I'm asking you, Arlissa.
No,
Okay.
not me.
So then I don't see any tickers in there, so that's all I have.
Okay, let's go on to. We put our list up for the week. It showed up in last night's call. Good little list here. I wanted to maybe take a chance. I don't really have a lot of time left. I wanted to take a look at UNH. We didn't really look at that last night, but I wanted to look at UNH. It's a nice 2.5 spread, and it could potentially offer some. Now, I did say yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it today, that it really may behoove you. What behooves you might behoove you to give take a look at what happens today and then enter your credit spreads potentially tomorrow. I think that says 580. And look at your credit spreads maybe tomorrow, right? Don't let's see what the day holds. Don't jump in those too fast. Give it a minute before you up and run. All right. We're looking at UNH over here on the daily chart. UNH has a gap that needs filling. It's UNH is showing up on the neutral territory. So for an iron condor, okay, nope, not what I wanted you to do. I still want that, and I want you to go from there. Okay, how about we go here? There we go. This is all of the gap that was for UNH. Now, about half of that gap has been filled. Remember, the gap is from the close of one to the open of the other. So about half of that gap has been filled, but it is inside the gap right now and dancing around. So looking at the bottom of the gap would be 550 as your support area. So that could be your put credit spread sell leg. And then going up to the top of the gap could be the top, the call credit spread part. Let's go look at from a single standpoint. Put credit spread, I mentioned 550. You got a plus or minus 13, implied volatility of 13. Takes us down to about 550 if we subtract it from there. So 550, it's going to take us down to there. And if we're looking on the call credit spread side, we've got a probability out of the money of, I'd probably going up to 577.5. So we got 550 and 577.5. Let's go look at what we can pull in for some premiums. Okay, 550. Oh, 550 becomes a 5 spread. Oh, we didn't want to be a 5 spread. We was looking for us a 2.5 spread. Now you could do a 5 spread down here and then do two of these up here, but guess we'd rather be, let me go back real quick. I want to look at the probability out of the money for 550. I do like 550 as the bottom of that gap, but let's see. Probability out of the money. 552.5 is 77. That's actually not bad. That keeps you from having to do a 5 spread. 552.5. That's paying $40 for a 2.5 spread. That in itself is a few good little dollars. UNH 550, 552.5. UNH 550, 552.5. PCS, and we said 577.5 on the call credit spread side, paying another $50. So that's a nice little $90 for a 2.5 spread. I'll write it in our comments. Paying $40 and 577.5, 580. CCS paying $50. Means, oh, that's written crazy. The Y is missing, but you're going to get $90 for a 2.5 spread, which means you're putting up, I'm going to say only, I'm going to stop putting only in there because every dollar you put up is still your money, right? So $90 for a 2.5 spread means you're putting up 160 of collateral, right? That's for UNH. Tanya said, I missed the Adobe. Did y'all chart it? Still have to go to watch yesterday's call. Nope, we didn't chart it. We didn't look at Adobe, but we can. ADBE. Maybe if I can get this to work right. There we go. Adobe. Adobe, I believe, showed up on the call credit spread list. Is that where that is? I can't see it now. Is Adobe on the call? Yep, it is on the call credits. You can look at this chart and say it's probably on the call credit spread list. Okay, let's get us a line or two. I see 497. Let's see something right in here, 488. It's right up there right now. Don't pew and bounce back off of there. So this is the zone that you're in for resistance. Let's go see what we see for our implied volatility. Implied volatility plus 13, so takes us up to what, 500? I think on the graphic it says 497.5, 500, something like that. It's up there in that same area. Let's go up to 500, 502.5. That would be probably a little safer. 500, 502.5. That 2.5 is also paying $40 or 40 plus, depending, you put your little extra dollar on here and let you get a few more beans. Adobe 500, 502.5 call credit spread, paying $40. Okay. I believe that's what we were talking about. It's another 2.5 spread. Another 2.5 spread. Okay. You all, the chart and trade is still open for joining. The current price right now is, last I looked last night, it was 72 and it may still be there. Yep, still at $72 is the price. We're starting in a couple of weeks. Yes, 500 is a psychological level for sure. It's starting in a couple of weeks. I've been sending out emails. So if you're on Chart and Trade, you should check to make sure your emails are coming, and you should have gotten an email to join the Facebook group. Should have gotten an email to join the Facebook group. If not, you need to reach out to me. It's a 6-week session where we're going to do charting, technical analysis, and strategies for 6 weeks. We're going to finish before Christmas. I looked at the schedule again today. The plan is to get finished before Christmas. We're going to spend the last 2 weeks of the year enjoying Christmas and the holidays, and then we'll start up January running for the hills. Definitely start up running for the hills. Jamie, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Nope.
All righty, then we can go on to the declaration. E2T Trader's Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts grow more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 All righty. So, Jamie, you got any closing statements?
None.
Any closing arguments you'd like to raise?
No closing arguments.
No closing arguments. Okay. Okay. All righty. Then I'm going to see you all in the market. We're going to do two things. We're going to stay green. We're going to get this money. And we're definitely going to have a great green day. All righty. We'll talk soon. I'll see you all in the market. Goodbye,
Y'all have a
everyone.
good one.
All right. Goodbye, Jamie.